surprised at this one. The Graves, so popular, so effective in the jungle. With Nidalee banned away, it's kind of just the #1 jungle pick that teams like to go for. So that one's first pick for the side of DAMWON. Rogue, what's it gonna be? We need to see some spice here. Go out in style, and instead of spice, we're gonna put it on ice. And they picked the Ashe first and Lillia second.
Okay, Lillia early pick. That does already start your brain ticking about possible level 1 invades, possible ways to control the jungle versus the Graves. I think you also have to look at the next consecutive picks to try and set something up here. Bottom lane power should be very important. So they do grab the Senna here for Ghost.
Well, if we learn anything from Bambi, the natural counter to a deer is a shotgun, so
a
little bit of a draft edge there for DWG Gaming. They got that one in the jungle. Let's see where the rest of the draft is going. Senna
for Bambi, it was fire, okay? It was the forest was burning down. You know, a sad story with the mom and all that.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in like 25 years. I thought it was a shotgun.
Okay, well, you know what?
Well, I just gave them an idea for the reboot of Bambi. It's a little bit edgier, and it might be played out in front of us right now. Anyway, we got Senna and Twisted Fate locked in for DWG Gaming, and over on the other side, it's a Ryze.
All right, the other counter here is long-range crowd control. It's very difficult to play Lillia versus TF. ShowMaker has literally only lost, I believe, 1 game in his career on TF. So it's a huge pick for DAMWON. He's so good at utilizing it to get the rest of the map under control, the first stages of the game. For them, I mean, him having the mobility with this champion becomes a really big problem for opponents. So we'll see how they can answer here. You know, with the Ryze, yes, you can scale Ryze up into split pushing for side lanes. It's been a long time since we, you know, have seen the solo Ryze really prevalent in professional play. But here at Worlds, CE makes a return.
Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. But if we're talking about mobility and getting around the map, Bard is one of the supports that does it best, and Rogue is recognizing the threat of having that paired up with a Twisted Fate. They banned that one away. Alistar also taken out of the picture here, as Gangplank is the ban for DAMWON. Let's see what else they want to ban away here with this last one of the draft. What are we going to target? Is it more top laners? We're going to switch things up a little bit here. What's the story? And instead, it is Set, who honestly can go to a lot of different roles.
And it's about the front line. They don't really care where the Set goes. You just don't want them to have it.
Yeah.
You don't want them to have a front line to play behind, because that's where Ashe and Lillia excel so much. Both of these champions, that the theme of the kits relies on move speed. Ashe with the slows, Lillia with the speed. If you're unable to control the fight with a front line and make use of those differences in speed for both of those champions, then it becomes so difficult to actually control. So do know that Rogue have to lock in some sort of front line. Yes, the Set is banned away, but Nautilus point and click stun, plus the passive route, plus the anchor, 3 forms of possible setup for the Lillia Ashe.
All right, the Nautilus locked in. Very, very scary stuff with CC in the bottom lane. But you know what? I think DAMWON, they like the look of that. They like the look of the engaged support. So they're going to lock in one of their own here with the Leona.
And Beryl Leona does like to create plays roaming with Canyon. These two link up quite a lot. When you have Leona Graves, it is a match made in heaven. Honestly, the jungler feels like, you know what? Ghost, you're gonna have to play under a tower or something here. You know, you're Senna, it'll be fine. Honestly, I need to take control of the support, because Graves plus Leona is a kill waiting to happen when you have those roaming around together. The burst damage is insane with the Sunlight passive, with the lockdown from Leona from super long range. So this should be a very high support jungle proximity game for Canyon and Beryl to be able to link up, and they just get the Kenenen once again for Nuguri into another tank for Finn top side, as Sion's goal is to stack up your infinite scaling health and soak up there.
All right, what do you think the odds are on us not getting that, but instead getting the classic Chow Dog lethality Sion that runs at turret?
Oh, hell yeah. The boss in the top here. Let's see if we can get some tower destruction, some damage here, some big ults.
I would love to see that. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would just make my day to see lethality Sion in the top lane. This is the last game for DAMWON before they have that showdown with JDG at the end of the day. Let's see if Rogue can stand up to him or if they will crumble yet again. DAMWON has just been unstoppable so far in groups.
All right, let's get into it here. Rogue fighting for honor, fighting for even possible spoiler that they can play to DAMWON. Help out JDG a little bit, try and deliver them a loss early on. The level 1 comes out, but already we had the retreat here early on from Nuguri.
And as we're seeing the teams as we're seeing DAMWON invade the enemy jungle here, you know what I realized, Kobe? I was thinking of the movie Tarzan, because the villain in Tarzan, he has a shotgun. I got Tarzan and Bambi mixed up.
I'm glad we are straightening out your childhood.
Yeah,
here
I'm trying to figure it out. The worst part is, he's also the only Disney character who shares my name. So whenever anybody likens me to a Disney character, I'm the bad guy that tries to shoot Tarzan's friends. Feels bad.
You know what? I'm getting actually a pretty clear window into your personality right now. This all makes sense to me.
Oh no, man. Disney villain. That's terrible. But we've got ourselves a little bit of a surprise up here in the top lane. It seems, my friends, that we've got a lane swap from Rogue.
Yeah, and you're not gonna catch Nuguri off guard here. He smells something cooking. It is going to be exposed early on. Let's go over the reasons why lane swaps are not common right now, because this used to be so prevalent. And some of the steps that the design team took to take this away is they enacted something called fortification. For the first 5 minutes, top and mid take 50% reduced damage. So that should create a discrepancy in turret plates. Now, one of the reasons why you actually see a decent amount of lane swaps still is because Senna doesn't take tower plates very quickly. She has a hard time really punishing that. Yeah. So it might not be as big of a discrepancy. Plus, when you have a champion like Sion well equipped to soak up in the defense under that tower, that's one of the main reasons. So Rogue here with 3 members trying to pull it off.
Rogue looking for the dive.
Aftershock.
Still only a level 1 Kenenen, and he is first-blooded. Beryl arrives into the top lane, but it's too damn little, too damn late. TP shows up. Nuguri will get himself back up here. So now we've got Kenenen and Leona laning together. Beryl's going in. He's got the level 2, but Nuguri's still only level 1. Beryl's in some danger now. Might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew as the fire flies, and the flash finds the kill, but now the return kill coming out as Nuguri gets Hans Sama. He's going to chase down Vander as well. The shield shows up. Vander with the flash away. We got ourselves a game, my friend.
I love to see it from Ansama. Honestly, yeah, he does go down, but he sent a message. He takes down that support, pulls off the kill. Beryl arrived. They were trying to get their defense in place because Kenen's a lot worse at defending these lane swap tower situations than a Sion is, obviously. But Beryl arrives a few seconds too late. He arrives to a graveyard on the top side. And you could see from the timing on the teleport arrival, Hans Sama was not afraid at all, was not in fear of the counter there. He stayed auto-attacking that turret plate multiple times, knowing that Beryl would try and engage on him. He's got cleanse, he's got flash. He was not scared, knowing that Vander had his back. But then flashing forward to go for the kill, I think that's an extra expenditure of resources that is a little bit greedy. Yes, you do get the kill, but you trade it back and you spend your flash as Ashe.
Yeah. Nice ignite from Beryl, interrupting Finn's back. He can't go all the way in, because if he does, he draws too much turret aggro and dies. So he has to use the one ranged ability that's non-committal that he has, which is that ignite. Now a little bit more damage to finish off the Sion underneath the turret. Canyon will not fall to the turret aggro. And with Finn's dead body rampaging all over the minions, they'll try to just shut him down here before he farms up too much more, and that is DAMWON tying this game up.
But his CSing time doesn't dip at all. He CSs as a zombie, then teleports right back. Here's another dive.
And now we've got more plays showing up as DAMWON brings in the cavalry in the form of ShowMaker to show up and try to stop this. But they're saying, all right, you want to bring in a mid laner? We'll bring in a mid laner. 4v2 underneath the turret. Vander looking to start things off here. Stuns coming through. Nuguri going down. Turret shot flying out. ShowMaker picking up 1. It's an even trade in the top lane.
and they call their bluff. You got a mid laner, I raise you a mid laner, and yet they still push on the gold there as another kill traded back. This one, Flowers, this is what we wanted. Yes, Rogue are eliminated, but they are letting fly here. Why not throw it out? It's past 5 minutes, by the way, so the reduction in damage is not there anymore. You can try and push hard on those turret plates.
Yeah, so back in the day, you were talking about how turret plates, or before turret plates, before this fortification, lane swaps were the meta. It was the thing. And man, back then, it was a solved system. Everybody knew how to do it. The first 7 minutes of the game were always going to play out exactly the same no matter what. I used to call it popcorn time because I could just know that I could take a break and grab some popcorn. I wouldn't miss anything in the game. But now that things are different, you have to play around that fortification. You get to see all sorts of spiciness as both teams try to make moves that take advantage of these lopsided lanes. It makes the once-in-a-blue-moon time that you do see the lane swap a lot more fun than it was back in the day. And we've got ourselves 6 kills at 6 minutes. First strike of the game already going over to DAMWON, and things are not stopping anytime soon here. Nuguri and Finn have found themselves in the same lane here for the first time today. So at least the top laners finally get to 1v1 just in the bottom lane.
Yeah. And there are multiple layers to it, too, also, you know, the things they put in place. Here's the fight, though.
Oh, no time for layers. We got a fight breaking out as Vander's in some danger. Kenenen grabs the kill into him. Larssen trying to get away here with the flash, stays alive. But DAMWON take the fight and take priority over the topside river.
And we use the ShowMaker ultimate here from Twisted Fate to be able to pull it off. This is 2 kills now on the Graves. Kenenen should be able to finish his jungle item after he returns, looking towards the completion of the early Rod of Ages from ShowMaker as well. Bottom side, though, look here. Hover from Larssen. I think they're just going to pull off the reset, though. You want to try and send your top lane, your Sion back to the top side of the map because you want to keep it in that situation where he's got the extra wave clear, should be able to deal with the extra pressure here. Here we go on the in onto Vander, does get stunned up. ShowMaker comes through with the gold card. Kenenen picks up the extra kill, further funding the Graves.
And he doesn't use collateral damage there either, which means if DAMWON wants to stay aggressive, there's no breaks on that aggro right now. They don't have to worry about that ultimate coming back up. Kenenen still has everything ready to go. Summoner spells, ulti, the whole 9 yards. Top side is Ghost, shoving this lane up. Not a lot Finn can do against a Senna. You just kind of have to stand there and eat the auto attacks over and over, hope that you're tanky enough to not suffer meaningful damage from it. He'll farm up, continue just trying to add some minions to his stockpile. Top laner farm looking a lot like it did back in the day, my friend. Very, very low compared to the other roles. You can see 72 on both the Ashe and Twisted Fate, while top laners are barely just cresting 40. Even junglers ahead of that mark right now. Lillia throws the bowling ball over the wall, but it won't do a whole lot as Shelly has been pulled all the way out into the river. Rogue moving in to contest this one. Finn has already joined, but now they're looking to turn things back on Nuguri. Here comes the Realm Warp, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Flash away, Inspired looking to live, but Inspired's looking to die. Ghost picks up the kill as Beryl falls to Larssen. Stasis goes through and Vander is kept alive, but now the ulti from Nuguri looking to lock him down. They'll find the kill there. Meanwhile, Kenenen gets one on the top side, gunning down Finn. It is 3 kills on the side of DAMWON Gaming.
What a scrap from DAMWON right there. Collapsing in even after the arrow hits, avoiding the follow-up there, and pulling up the extra kills. They've got Rift Herald, they've got wide open towers for turret plates as well. In a lane swap situation, of course, you can also even get greater value out of the Rift Herald because there are so many exposed towers. You should be able to get the first couple of turret plates down by hand, then use the Rift Herald on the later ones, which have more armor and magic resist. This is another one of the layers that we're talking about. There is the extra armor and magic resist permanently from those later ones, plus the temporary bonus if there's lots of people around. Here's the arrow, though. Immediately flash out there from Nuguri, so he didn't get chain CC down. Then the kill on the top here, Ghost with a well-placed ultimate to make sure they get the first one. ShowMaker flashing in to force Vander's stopwatch. And even though he is able to stopwatch the gold card, you're still in place, and he still gets locked down for DAMWON. It's just really good coordination there, and the extra crowd control from the setup here on DAMWON's side does find it an extra kill.
Yeah, we got ourselves a 2,000 gold lead here for DAMWON Gaming, and the items are already starting to pop off. Warrior plus Serrated Dirk for Canyon's Graves. Proto Belt already done here for the Kinnan, give him that extra burst and initiation power. And Rod of Ages completed and stacking for ShowMaker. And look at that Kirche shard in his inventory next to it. That means Rapid Fire Cannon second item. I love this on Twisted Fate. Although you don't get a lot from the stat profile, I mean, attack speed, crit, yeah, sort of whatever. But that extra range is such a big facilitator for him making picks and setting up plays.
And picks are the name of the game. When you have Senna and Leona as your bottom lane as well, so much range there, possibility of following up on crowd control. What matters is landing the point and click first part.
Yep.
And you've got so much easy chain that can pull up here. Tenacity will be a very big necessity. Here comes that Rift-Herald swap play that we're talking about, and it is everybody looking for Finn.
Here we go. Finn in some trouble. 1v3. He screams cowards and runs away at 400 miles per hour, as it looks like DAMWON Gaming will not be stopped from taking down this tier 1 turret here in the top side. Also looking to make a play in the bottom. Inspired drops yet again. Second death here on the Lillia. Meanwhile, back in top lane, the camera pans over when the turret falls down. 4,000 gold lead for DAMWON in 11 minutes.
And again, ShowMaker just really showing off this Twisted Fate once again. Such a good pick to have when you are in lane swap scenarios, very obviously, because he's able to go turn around some of these kills. Nuguri is on the chase.
Oh boy, a little bit more damage might take him out. Flaction away from the Senna ulti that would have been able to kill him. Hansama stays alive and the turnaround comes through. Nuguri goes down. ShowMaker's on the run. However, the Twisted Fate is still very deadly. Rogue doesn't want to chase this any further. They're afraid Larssen would die in the fight, and Inspired wasn't close enough yet.
Yeah, nice punish there from Rogue. The reinforcements arriving in time. Dragon play here from Canyon. And Rogue are grouped up, but they're going for the kill. They're not going for the objective.
They're going after ShowMaker. Looking for the Twisted Fate. Vander's here. He's got the Nautilus looking for the CC. Starts it off there with the ulti. ShowMaker in some danger. Uses the cleanse. Tries to stay alive. He's going to be put to sleep. Here comes Inspired. There goes Inspired. There goes ShowMaker. Trading back and forth all over the place. It's 3 dead on the side of Rogue. A double kill over to Canyon. The price for it is ShowMaker, but the price is gladly paid.
Yeah, he's like, all right, you got my bounty, but I got the extras here with his team coming in. Now, with DAMWON pushing towards mid lane, how do they actually pull off this dive? Well, Hansama runs for the hills, so they can't pull it off. It is going to be extra turret plates, though, as they can push on 2 lanes right now. And this is the consequence of the constant countering from DAMWON. Always with the extra move here, able to get more gold on the opposite side.
DAMWON so far ahead, man. Twisted Fate has 2 fully completed items at 12 minutes. That's just not okay going up against this guy. He's in such a good spot to just have complete control over the game. 1-0-4 scoreline for Ghost's Senna as well. Would have had an extra kill on top of that if Hansama didn't flash away from the ulti the last time you fire it off, so getting really good value out of those. And the team on Rogue is pretty squishy, my friend. Yeah, you got a Sion, but everybody else is kind of just a big old marshmallow. And lethality is being stacked on 2 different champions on the side of DAMWON. As Beryl tries to get away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, Ghost coming around to support him, keep him alive here. Piercing Darkness should be able to make sure that he stays nice and healed up. Instead, Ghost just uses it to farm, has to be looking out for that economy. Bottom lane, it's Nuguri and Canyon working together to take down the second turret of the game. The lead goes up to 5K before 14 minutes.
Flowers.
Yes, sir.
Canyon is higher level than the solo laners on Rogue. Finn just hit level 10 as you were talking, but when we were watching Larssen pass through the jungle, passes by the graves, he does not want a piece of that. Finn going hard.
Finn going in, but the flash away from ShowMaker, he sidesteps a bowling ball as well, and then just steps underneath the turret, not too worried about it, so Finn tried to go for the big play, didn't quite work out, and now Rogue might be caught yet again. Inspired tries to get away, but Beryl's also having to tank up a lot here. Goes for the Solar Flare. Larssen is caught out. Beryl's on the front line, rooted up, not taken down. Canyon grabbing the kill, dominating with that kill on Ryze. 12 turret plates. What in the hell is going on in this game? DAMWON Gaming just cleaning up, making bank. Nearly 2K gold on plates alone. Break out the fine china this game as DAMWON is taking down the last remaining tier 1 turret here in the mid lane now as well. Lillia will not be able to land any of that dream dust for the lilting lullaby. It's on cooldown anyway, but Ghost just casually steps away.
Yeah, Ghost throwing out the taunt. Please try and hit me with an Ashe arrow. See what happens. Look at that Canyon at the top, baby. That's what you want to see for the junglers. It has been a kingdom, all right.
That's brutal. 7,700 gold. He has over twice the gold of either support. This Graves is just 6-0-3. Yumu's Ghostblade's second item. So not only a lethality item, but the lethality item that makes sure you're caught up and stay in point-blank range with whoever you're putting those shells into. This Graves is a force of nature here in this game. Already 2 Drakes picked up for DWG Gaming as well. Less than 90 seconds until the next one spawns. Canyon could just use the Ghostblade active to get to lane faster, grab himself some minions, help the team push. He's got Shelly ready to go. They might not even need to use it here to break this tier 1. Doesn't look like they will. Last couple auto attacks will take that one down, no problem.
DWG just have so many tools that set themselves up for these picks in the middle of the game too. The range that we're seeing out of these possibilities is just too much. Yeah. Canyon here, you got a lot of the money. You know, they were committing to the dives early on, plus in large part thanks to the assistance from ShowMaker's Twisted Fate, creating those plays, using that ultimate really well. Arrow does hit though, that's a big bounty.
Arrow hits Canyon, who tries to get himself away, kites back with the collateral damage. Dredgeline makes a nice field goal, that's 3 points, but points aren't worth nothing in League of Legends. Han Sama falls back nearly completely out of mana, out of health. You're talking about all the tools in DAMWON's kit, man. They got that whole fancy toolkit that you buy your dad on Christmas, and now Rogue's looking to come in and fight up against him. Inspired is taken down. Canyon goes godlike. Nuguri coming in from the side. Piercing Darkness fired off. And look at all that damage. Goodbye, Finn. Goodbye, Rogue. Goodbye, hopes and dreams. DWG Gaming just absolutely shredding them.
Oh my goodness, Rogue just realm warped themselves right into the face of death, right into the lion's den, and DWG made it quick. Holy moly, that's gonna be soul point for them as well. Honestly, you gotta keep throwing haymakers, I guess, here for Rogue. They're so far behind at this point. We're gonna keep seeing them just throwing all members at a possible pick. At this stage of the game, if you're in here with your friends, Flowers, you know, they're trying to have fun. They already got eliminated from groups. You gotta set yourself a goal of just taking down a single person. You say, yes, Canyon has a bounty.
He must die.
We're not gonna win this game, but we better throw everything at Canyon. Try and get that gold back. Only problem is, you know, you're versus DWG here. They got the flank. Nuguri comes in. He makes sure nobody's getting out after that as well. And they clean that one up. See, still smiles on their faces. You saw Inspired there a quick second. He's laughing. They know they're just throwing everything to try and grab that bounty, try and take down Canyon.
Hey, Finn almost did as much damage as the Leona. He was one off, 401 versus 402. He'll get him next time. It's a little bit of a rough time here for Rogue, but again, they're just trying to make as close of a game out of it as they can. We've all been in a game like this where you try to just pour everything into killing the one guy and he walks away from the team fight. Not only still alive, but 90%, 95% HP. Not quite what the doctor ordered, but they aren't giving up just yet.
So, story time.
All right, what do you got for me?
I had a similar situation to this in competitive play. I was on the tennis team in high school, and we were a terrible, terrible tennis team. Okay. So we almost never won any tournaments, but our coach would set bounties on players on the opponent team. And we would just try and peg that player. And that's kind of what Rogue got to do at this situation. They're like, you know what, we're not winning this. Our coach was a scumbag, okay? You know, I was a child, so I'm not at fault here. The coach was a terrible influence. But that's what happened. And it honestly, it did work a couple of times where you kind of get in their head and they start missing shots because you keep hitting the ball at them over and over. So Rogue right now setting the bounty on Canyon, and they're like, you know what, everybody, we got to get this bounty. he is a lethality Graves. Yeah, he's got an extra shield from Phantom Dancer, but maybe we can find this kill.
Maybe we can hit him in the head with that tennis ball and take him down here.
Not the head. Whoa, 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 not the head. We weren't that evil.
I mean, I don't know, man. I didn't meet this coach. Maybe this dude's an evil villain or something. I'm not sure, but either way, They're aiming tennis balls at him. We'll see if they can land them, because right now it is 25 seconds until the Baron spawns, and DWG Gaming are in the kind of a lead where they could just take it as soon as it does, or they might not even need it. They're all marching down that bottom lane. Twisted Fate's up on the other end of the map, but ShowMaker does have TP to join up with them. Rogue, yeah, they're going to show up here.
Oh, here we go, baby!
They're making it happen yet again. It's a 5-man Rogue entry into the fight, but now Nuguri's turning it right back around. He's going to be juggled up and beaten down. Finn taking the kill, but Canyon's grabbing Legendary. There's your click, click, boom with the buckshot versus the deer. The natural counter. Bambi or not, that's the way she goes as Finn walks away. 2 dead on the side of Rogue, 1 on the side of DAMWON. They end up getting the victory yet again. But hey, Rogue is not going down easy.
Well, they may actually still be going down easy, but they're trying. They're throwing those punches.
They're not happy about it.
Exactly. They did get 1 kill on the Nuguri. DAMWON at the moment, though, they should be expecting these realm warps of death, the Rogue pain train coming through. So they're ready with the counters. You see a stopwatch. A stopwatch has been bought by Nuguri after that one. He's like, you know what? All right, they're going to keep going for this. There's another look at it. Nuguri actually flashed in to the team to try and counter this initiation. And yes, he does sacrifice himself. He goes down. The rest of DAMWON profit off of his death, though. And now onto the Baron. This should be, yes, conceded by Rogue. And they're just plotting their next realm warp.
Oh, boy. Where's it going to show up? Oh, Larssen still doesn't even have the cooldown. Never mind. It's been so long. Oh, man. All right. Well, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow flies through. It's a cool 12,000 gold lead.
How fast was it going?
Fast enough to miss.
If an Ashe arrow flying towards the Baron.
No, dude, I hate these problems.
Okay.
If an Ashe arrow flies at a moving train at a rate of 70 miles per hour, how fast will Rogue lose? Well, considering DAMWON has Baron in a 12,000 gold lead, pretty damn fast. Total champion damage this game. Yeah, turns out when you cannon ulti 5 people, you get a lot of damage, Mr. Kobe.
Yeah, this isn't a lane swap situation where Nuguri is out-leveled by his own jungler, and he's still getting in there right in the middle. Giant ultimates. Like I said, he picked up that stopwatch, so look for the next play. He doesn't have flash, but he will have a little bit of extra survivability.
All right, place your bets right now, Mr. Analyst. Do DAMWON win with this Baron? They have...
Yep. That's an easy one. I thought you were going to make it more difficult.
No, they have to win with the Baron buff still active.
Okay.
Not like...
I'm still taking it.
Do they take the victory push? But yeah, the purple still has to be there when the Nexus blows up. That's the question.
So, you know, casual soul picked up. It happens when you have,
You'll have that.
Over a 12,000 gold lead and a Baron at your hands.
It is what it is.
What we want to see is the counterplay here. Actually, they've decided to split push there. Larssen on the bottom side, he was split pushing towards that tower, goes with the recall.
Canyon is not afraid of anything here in the mid lane. Goes after Finn, and Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes through, but it barely misses. Canyon's walking away, but the Senna ulti comes through, keeping him alive, getting himself back there. Oh, the auto attack on Lillia. The poor Lillia never stood a chance. Somebody play the Arms of an Angel music,
Watch out,
man.
Eep.
Goodbye, Lillia. Watch out, Eep. Triple kill for the Graves. Finn is alive, but he brings down the hammer and gets smacked around anyway. Quadra kill for Canyon. Hans Sama is alive. It is time for the pentakill. They're just dancing together. Everybody's just having an old disco party around here. Hans Sama denying the penta, standing back in the fountain. The timer is still active. Canyon could still get this penta if they're able to find the kill onto Hans Sama.
How bad does he want it?
Underneath the turret, he goes into the stasis. Canyon needs a little bit of damage to take him out. He almost gets it. Hans Sama denies the pentakill at the 11th hour, and DAMWON, they will take the win over Rogue and go up to a 5-0 record in World's Groups.
You know what the funniest thing is about that tower laser, the fountain laser getting that kill?
What's that?
Kenyon was actually not touched by anyone on Rogue when he went down, so...
Wait, that was an execution?
They didn't get his bounty. I'm 99% sure that was an execution.
Oh, man, what a game. What a game. Rogue tried, but hey, man, I like the fact that they came out with the lane swap. They really just wanted to turn the game on its head, try the wackiest thing they could possibly think of going up against the Titans that are DAMWON. But, man, these guys are just prepared for everything.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, having the Twisted Fate early on in the draft was a huge boon to them. But also, how they react to these situations. Nuguri from the level 1 early on, playing conservatively, backing off, knowing that Rogue eliminated are going to try something, and then trying to take your little kernels of information that you can gather along the way and coming up with that counter plan live in the game. I just like how DAMWON not thrown off here at all by things being shaken up.
It was a fun game to watch for sure. DAMWON still continuing to dominate throughout this group, start to finish. Of course, they still have that one game left at the end of the day going up against JDG. But for now, let's go ahead and look back at the game that we just watched with our Mercedes drive to victory.
Drive me over!
You driving the car? You driving the car?
All right, here we go into the river. This is the one where they're able to get the snipe onto Lillia after the flash. Had the snare there, well played by Ghost. ShowMaker's flash gold card was stopwatched, but Nuguri is there with the follow-up Kenenen ultimate, stunning him through. And that was one of those early on kills that Canyon used to get to the stage